Congratulations. After months and weeks of waiting, the third stimulus package bill was released earlier today on this channel. You had the first look ever worldwide on this channel. Now everyone's catching up. But you already know everything. You're already at the casino. You already are having the $12 ice cream. Well, $5 ice cream. You're already saying hello to Sirloin. You're like, Sirloin, how did you get yourself first in the bill? Because he is first in the bill. The cows are first in the bill again. It's a great evening. I'm so excited for you because finally we're getting to the finish line. And this is the third stimulus package bill debuted first on this channel worldwide just a few hours ago. And now I'm going back over the bill and we'll go over the details of the provisions in the bill. This is the actual bill. And am very excited for you. I'm going to tell you procedurally where we are. I'm going to tell you substantively where we are. I'm going to tell you all the deal provisions, and I'm going to tell you the timing and the routing. This is a big recording. If you've not subscribed, I don't know why you aren't. You need to be subscribed. What are you doing? Don't just watch and chat. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because why would you want information 5 hours later? You want it as soon as it hits. Several hours ago, I delivered to the viewers this channel first, worldwide. No one else on YouTube at all had the bill until I had it. And the viewers this channel had the bill before even broadcast media had the bill. That's the spirit of the Purple Power. So make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, the members get the documents. The members get the ability to pounce, because these items are first come, first serve, and you don't want to be waiting to see the leftovers of the $12 ice cream. You want to get the real big stuff across the board. It's a great, great evening. It's a great, exciting night. We are live. This is me. Hi, how are you? And I'm so excited for you. And I have a slight preview of what's coming to this channel later in this recording, so stay till the end of this recording, because you're going to see a big preview, a slight hint of what's happening to this channel. Boy, let me tell you where we are. First of all, we start this evening with positive, great, inspiring news. You should be excited, you should be energized, and you should be optimistic. Why? Because under the third stimulus package, you're getting money. Every viewer of this channel is getting money. You're only not getting money if you made too much money last year, and if you did, well, congratulations. Every viewer of this channel is getting money, and you're generally getting 4 or 5 items under the third stimulus package. In the video after this, I'm back live again right after this at 7 o'clock. Right after this recording is over, because I'm going to show you how you can get money right now, right before this, even before this bill. I'm going to go over how you can get money right now from second stimulus. Hey, Danielle, thank you for becoming the Purple Hawk. I want you to get as much moolah as possible. Also, I want you to stay optimistic and positive. You're getting a $1,400 stimulus check, whether you're an individual, adult, minor adult, adult dependent, children. Everyone is getting a $1,400 stimulus check. Then you're also going to get rent. You're going to get food. You're going to get childcare. Everyone's getting 4 or 5 items like that. Internet as well. You're getting 4 or 5 items. So please do not drop in the comments, well, what about this? It's like I'm delivering, of course, first of all, I'm not sure, I did not write the bill. I'm not your elected official. And I'm not defending their actions at all. But it's as though someone is delivering the dinner and you say, well, where is the side of hot sauce? Well, I just delivered you the dinner. Can you just wait a second? So I please do not drop in the comments, well, what about this? They forgot about me. No one forgot about you, because you're getting 5 items in here, and you should be optimistic and positive. You're getting a $1,400 stimulus check. You're getting rent. You're getting food. You're getting utilities. And guess what? I'm going to give you more money on the second stimulus check. Stay tuned to that video right after this. All right, let's get to the details. First, the stimulus check is $1,400. That stimulus check will be given to individuals, adult dependents, minor dependents, and also all members of the household. The limit of the household is in place, though, so it's not a full household limit. The household is limited to $5,600. I believe, but I will double check that. Understand the bill was released about a few hours ago. I'm still reading through the bill. I'm still double checking things. That's the first thing. I also want to say a lot of these bills sometimes have interpretation. So I may read something and you may read it and you may think of it differently than how I read it. That's how discussions start. So if you hear something different than what I say, send me a DM. I'd love to see your opinion because maybe you read it differently than I read it. How long are we live tonight? This is a 30-minute recording and then I'm back live with another hour, 30 minutes. So I'm live with you for an hour tonight. Next, the stimulus check eligibility is just what you thought. $75,000 or less for an individual, $150,000 for a married couple. It's based upon 2019 or 2020 tax returns. That was something we did not know. Next, there's some more SNAP benefits in here. And I'm just so surprised that they got SNAP benefits in here because currently SNAP benefits have been the subject of 3, 4 executive orders by President Biden in just recent days. Let me tell you where SNAP is right now and what is SNAP. So SNAP is money for food. Family of 4 in Hawaii can get $1,400 a month. And the SNAP benefits you get from the Department of Agriculture called 2-in-1. What have been the executive orders said? Well, one of the executive orders said increase in all the SNAP benefits to December. President Trump did it for 6 months. President Biden's doing another 6 months. So 12 months at 15% increase. That's the first executive order. Second executive order is PEBT, which is for when your child has to stay home from school. That PEBT program, which was not national, is now national. That's another one. Additionally, PEBT gets a 15% increase, and 6-year-olds and younger, which were never included in it, are now included, and they're retro to last August. So there's so much in there that before we even get to section 1011 to 1014, more SNAP modifications, I'd like to see what they are because guess what? This president loves to do executive orders for SNAP. He loves to do executive orders for SNAP. Next, there's a lot of money for schools, and I had told you there was a $1,700 student aid check for college students. It looks like it's in here, but I have not gotten to it to see if it's a grant or a loan. Then we turn to additional funding for aging and disability services programs, additional aid for veterans, additional aid for older Americans and their families. I read through those in the break because that was the first thing I went to, obviously. Section 2201 to about 2210. And I did not see anything directly to an individual. Rather, it was more money to fund the programs, which ultimately would end up in your pockets, but it was more money to fund the programs, a lot of money. I mean, there's a lot of money for disability programs, a lot of money for aging programs, a lot of money for veterans programs. So really great news. Then there's a lot of money being spent in here to provide money to hire public workers to help vaccinate, to administer the vaccine. Then we have a lot of stuff for nurses and teachers until finally we get later to where is the rent money. The rent, housing, and homeowners assistance funds are absolutely incredible. So as a member of this channel, if you if you have now opened the PDF, because all members of the channel have the PDF now, because I've posted it twice. I'll post again tonight, one more time, 3 times a day. You want to go to section 4101 to 4108. If you don't know, this is one of those searchable PDFs. What is a searchable PDF? It means that on a computer, if you go to the side of the PDF, you can open the button and then type in a number, a word or a number, and it'll search for results. For example, you can type in the word EIDL, and it'll show you there's 5 results in this document for pages that have the word EIDL on them. And so it's a very good way to jump to it. So yes, section 4101 to 4108 is for housing. 4101 is for rent. 4102 is for housing vouchers. 4106 is for homeless rent. And 4107, again, is for Homeowners Assistance Fund. Now, I would also look at 4108, which is for direct loans for borrowers. Remember, this is money for homeowners. This is not forbearance. There is forbearance language in the executive order, which President Biden signed. That executive order is law now. But this is money for homeowners, which is a whole other great thing. All right, airlines got in here. The cows got first, the airlines got later. And then we get to the businesses. Okay, the businesses was sort of not a surprise. Over the last few weeks, we've had information on this channel through a series of different ways. The bill should not come to a surprise to members or viewers of this channel. Why? Because in January, this channel was the only one of the few places worldwide where you had a 30-page summary of the bill from President Biden. You had a 30-page summary of the bill from President Biden. The only difference as time went on was some of those things fell out. That was the first thing. The second one was about 2 weeks later, Nancy Pelosi issued a very detailed statement, which you got as a PDF, which basically said there's now mortgage assistance in there, which President Biden did not have. And she added one or two items. So since those two documents, what else have we seen? Well, we have seen the subcommittee documents. And the subcommittee documents are very similar to where we are now. When we get to small businesses, business grants, business loans is 6001 to 6006. Now, understand with just about 30 minutes to prepare since seeing the prior recording, I'm going off of what I still see in the document. The document's 600 pages long. It may be buried somewhere else. But the EIDL grant is at 6,000, page 6, section 6002. And the EIDL grant is exactly what I've been reporting. The EIDL grant is a $5,000 EIDL grant. I had told you there was a plus something else, which I didn't understand. I read it a little bit slower. I now understand what it is. And I'll explain it to you coming up right after this. At the 13-minute mark, this is Evenings LA. Boy, what a night it is as we finally have the third stimulus package bill. We actually have the bill. We don't have a draft of the bill. This is the actual bill. Members of this channel saw the bill first on What the Chuck several hours, about 2 hours ago. And then they got a copy of the bill shortly before that broadcast. They then got a copy of it posted minutes ago. This is the time and place to be a subscriber and member of this channel. You want to subscribe because this is the challenge of delivering you 24 hours of news around the clock about the money you can get. Everyone under the third stimulus package gets 5 items, almost every viewer of this channel. You get rent, you get food, you get internet, you get childcare, you get a stimulus check. The second stimulus package, you get that as well. On the video after this, I'm back live with it. I'm going to show you how you get money right now. Not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. Despite this item tonight, I'm going to show you how in the second stimulus and first stimulus you can get money right now. Additionally, this is the time and place to become a member because this document, it's a big document. It's 600 pages long. It's not the couple thousands that I had thought it was going to be, but it's still a long document. And it may be very long for you and overwhelming for you to read. I'm going to be breaking it down for you. So I'm going to be taking parts of it apart and saying, here's a section for businesses. Here's a section for unemployment. So you know exactly what it is. Some of these items are not automatic. And you need to be ready to pounce. So make sure you subscribe. 850 people in the room and 300 likes. Let's get to 1,000. This is the time and place and night. I know it's a Friday. Fridays and Saturdays are the lowest viewership numbers for broadcast TV, for internet. It's always the same. But there's and it's always been a rolling joke that if you ever want to drop a major news announcement and not get it covered, you drop it at 4:30 on a Friday night because no one hears about it. They've already gone on their way. Well, about an hour ago, Nancy dropped a press release and Chuck dropped a press release. It was just news everywhere. And this was news as well. And let's get to the business grant. Let's see what's going on with that business grant. So the business grant came in exactly what I had thought. It's an EIDL grant. It's an EIDL grant of $5,000 for a business that has 10 employees or less, and any money that you may get from the restaurant grants or the venue grants. And that's it. It does not say you can't get another grant. So it looks like you can get another EIDL grant. It does not look like you cannot get a second EIDL grant. So it looks like you can apply again for the EIDL grant the way that I'm seeing it. And if you have a restaurant and you're getting this EIDL, thank you, Pin Floyd. Thank you for that massive super chat. It looks like if you're getting this restaurant money, you can get this grant as well. Next, support for restaurants. The restaurants get an enormous amount of support. Now, I'm not quite clear who determines this grant. It looks like it might be SBA, but it's a lot of money. I mean, it's $5 million a location up to. So who determines if you get $5 million? I presume it's going to be done by SBA, which is not going to roll over and give anyone $5 million unless you can prove it. It is a grant, and it's just a lot of money. Then there's a community navigator pilot program. I had detailed this to you, and you had this PDF for a few weeks. I'm going to go through it and see if there's something in there I don't see. And finally, direct appropriations. Not quite clear what that is, but there is another PPP round as well. If you're just tuning in tonight, what you're watching is the third stimulus package bill. It's been released. It was debuted first on this channel about 2 hours ago. The bill is finished. On Monday, it will get worked up by one last subcommittee, but it's done. And what I want you to understand is that this is the bill. I'm going to go procedurally over some of the elements of the bill in a second. So people are asking questions already. What about this and what about that? I'm going to get to that in a second. Let me continue with the bill provisions. Finally, there's more funding for veterans administrations and veteran services. I did not get to that during the break at all, and I do want to read that. There's more funding for state homes. There's funding for the Department of Veterans Affairs and Office of Inspector General. And there's more funding for rapid for vaccine distribution among veterans as well. Finally, we get to unemployment. Unemployment will be $400 a week from March to August, FPUC. UI is extended from March to August. PEUC is extended March to August. And UI is extended March to August. There is then the child tax credit. The child tax credit and the earned income tax credit. I went right to this, and I could still not understand for the language when the earned income tax credit is paid versus when the child tax credit is paid. I'm going to explain that. Thank you, Trina, for the super chat. I'm going to explain that right now. It's a little confusing because it's actually the next to last item. The last item is the paid sick leave. The paid sick leave did get in there. It's up to $1,400 a week based upon a $73,000 annual salary is what President Biden has said. I want to read if that eligibility still existed. It's basically if you have to stay home because your child school is closed, you have to stay at home because you have COVID, you have to stay at home because you have to quarantine, or you have to stay at home because a family member has COVID, you can get up to $1,400 a week. Very, very, very straightforward. The next thing that I want to go over is the issue of this child tax credit. It's a little confusing, and I'll explain to you why I'm confused by it. Here's what's happening. If you have a child ages 5 to newborn, you're going to get $3,600 per child, paid $300 a month starting in July. If you have a child 17 to age 6, you're going to get $3,000, paid $250 a month starting in the month of July going forward. Thank you, John, for becoming a Purple Hawk. This is great news for parents who have several kids. You'll get all these checks starting in the month of July. Well, there's a separate thing that is very similar to this, and that separate thing is called the Earned Income Tax Credit. What is the Earned Income Tax Credit? It's basically for non-parents, childless workers who work as essential workers, hazard pay, and made less than $25,000 hazard pay during 2019 or 2020 will get $1,500. Well, when do they get the $1,500? It's not particularly clear. I need to go back and review this again because this is where I was looking to pounce as a hawk myself because I understand that children will get prepaid starting the month of July, $300 a month, but the single worker has to wait to next year. Not clear just yet. If you've read the language, I'd love to hear your opinion as well. Send me a DM. But there you go. At the 20-minute mark, there's a lot of information. I think 9. Let me give you an update procedurally where we are. Procedurally where we are. This is a bill. This is a bill that is going to a vote in the House of Representatives by the end of next week. Probably by Thursday or Friday. It's going to a vote by the end of next week. It will pass. It will then go to the Senate either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the week after. The Senate parliamentarian will take the bill. Hey, David, the Senate parliamentarian, who's a single person, is not a member of the Senate. It's an outside individual, a government employee, will take the bill and cut what she thinks does not belong in there, presumably the $15 minimum wage. Evan, well, welcome David to the family. Then VP Harris can override her, ask for an override, and they need a 15-person vote of the Senate to override the change. Here's where things are going to get very interesting. And this is why I'm going to slow down, because this is a little bit elaborate. Once the parliamentarian says no to something, and Harris calls for an override of it, then Democrats who don't like provisions of the third stimulus package or want to modify provisions that they like and want to go bigger and bolder will step forward. That is where the Ron Wydens of the Senate will say, no, I'm not going to vote in favor of $400 a week. You need to change it to $600 a week. And what they do then is they talk to each other. They talk on the floor. They argue. And they say, what do you want? Well, I want 600. I want 550. I want this. And that is where your push as the purple power can come in. So yes, you should still keep on pushing on social media, says Colleen. Absolutely. You should still keep on pushing on social media. I want you to understand the procedural placement of where things will change. I do not think, based upon the way the House of Representatives has worked over the last year, that the House of Representatives will modify anything of this. I think they're just going to pass it as it is. And then it lands in the Senate, and that's where the push for everyone happens if you want to push on something. Now, you and I know that advocacy, pushing, is different than ranting and complaining. We do not complain or rant on this channel. So there is 5 items which are really good that is going to everyone's pockets in this channel, generally from the third stimulus package. A $1,400 stimulus check, rent, utilities, internet, and childcare. Those 4 or 5 items that almost every viewer qualifies for will be coming to you. Do not drop in the comments, well, what about this? I don't like it because of something else. Hey, Barbara, thank you for the nice super chat. Don't come in the discussion and say, I don't like it because there's something else. Or defeat or say something negative about the 5 items. Now, you should absolutely push for something you believe in. You should push for FPUC. You should push for SS200. You should push for things. But don't say there's nothing in there for a senior, because you're getting a $14 stimulus check. You're getting rent. You're getting food. You're getting internet. Don't say that there's nothing for this or that, because those are the items you're getting in the third stimulus package. Now, you can get more. Where do I find a copy of this? So let me go over the delivery on this channel. As a member on this channel, as a Purple Hawk, Purple Power Calcino VIP, when you sign up as a member, thank you, Christine. Thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. Hey, Paul, how are you? When you sign as a Purple Hawk, I'm able to send you private messages. Those messages are coming from the community page on YouTube. That's youtube.com/community. For example, thank you, Juanita, for becoming the Purple Hawk. For example, before I went live, I sent a message that said, hi, going live right now. That message was sent privately to the members of this channel in addition to everyone else. The reason why membership's important is because I can send you an unlimited number of messages. As a subscriber, you will not get an alert more than 3 times from any channel. But as a member, I can send you 500 alerts a day. And on that membership alert, I sent a link. Thank you for your show. I've been a viewer for a long time. I appreciate that. And so as a member, I sent the PDF before the Chuck show, and then before the show, I'll send it again tonight when all the program is over. So all the new viewers, new subscribers, will get a copy of it as well. But what I'm going to do over the next few days is I'm going to take the bill and separate the parts. So I give you the part for the business and the part for this. Also, what's important to understand is that the PDFs that you've had over the last few days have been proposals for the bill. So they are no longer really relevant. This is the bill. So this is the real big thing that is now relevant, is the actual bill. So there we are, 26 minutes on the clock. You don't skip a beat. I don't skip a beat. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. We need thumbs up for everyone. Absolutely. 1,200 people in the room and 600 likes. Additionally, when you're a member, make sure you also hit that alert button at the front of the channel to have all alerts turned on. Thank you, Ashley. When you have all alerts turned on, then you will get this by email as well. It will send you an email that says, hi, you got an email from LLA, the YouTube channel. And in that email, you'll actually get the PDF. Thank you, Donna, for the super chat. Finally, with 27 minutes on the clock, let me give you a preview of what's coming to this channel. The new LLA is just a few days away. And while I've kept it under wraps for a while, I can tell you it's going to be slightly different, but keep the same relative content, but deliver it in a much more enjoyable manner. It's going to be a much more enjoyable aesthetic experience for you and for your family around the clock. And thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. You will see programming on this channel in a way that you'll see that this channel is going to the next level. This channel is taking it up a major notch, and you're going to see something bigger and bolder than you would be surprised. Some viewers have wondered, is it a new set? No, you're going to see the same backdrop. You're going to see the same backdrop. But the perspective and the look of the show will be quite different. And so I don't want to tip you off too much. There will be a programming channel, a change of programming times on this channel. So I will give you that detail right before it happens. I don't want to tip that off too much, because that's also the big surprise of how the show is delivered is also a major change to this channel as well. Donna, I've appreciated your input from viewers over the last few weeks. I've appreciated your comments and how you've interacted, and I've got a very good sense of how you like things delivered. Tiffany, I've gotten a very good sense of how you like information, how you like to be entertained, and how you like to have an aesthetic viewing experience. And because of that, I'm ensuring that you get that type of experience at another higher level than you're getting currently. In the year that this channel has been, well, in the 9 months that this channel has been broadcasting, we have now reached 99.5 not 99.5 million views. We're on the edge of reaching to 100 million views. So help us get there. We may get it there tomorrow. We may get it there Sunday. Help us get there to 100 million views. I haven't said too much about how this channel is done during those first 99 million views, but you would be shocked how very basic it was done. And now I think it's time to go bigger and bolder. And I think you're going to be very proud for a lot of you who have been here from the very beginning that you'll see how dramatically different this channel will look. Moreover, understand it's a learning curve for me as well. It's a learning curve for me as well. So if you see me knock the power out in the middle of the broadcast, if you see me fall off the chair by accident, if you see me knock the lamp out, the light out by accident, understand it's not part of a gag. It's probably me just not knowing how to get my stuff together yet. It's going to take a little time, and there's going to be some bumps along the road, but understand that is how you grow. There's no rehearsal time. When you're broadcasting 7 days a week, I literally have no rehearsal time. So when you see me go live, I will be as excited as you are that I don't kill the power. So I hope I don't get hurt either. And with that, with 31 minutes on the clock, thank you for joining me. I'm next live with you in about 5 minutes. Keep the reefs. Okay, I'll keep the reefs. I was actually going to change the reef. I will keep the reefs. I will be back live with you in 5 minutes, and that will be purple. We'll go over how to get money right now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay in LA for more.